Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome to Talks with Gomi, the shit they don't teach us in school. You guys, today I'm going to be talking about how to deal with a breakup. You guys, if you're going through this right now, I definitely feel for you guys. I went through it and it was probably the worst experience I've ever gone through in my whole entire life. And gosh, it's just horrible. It's so painful. You feel lost. You have like no confidence. You don't know what to do. All you fucking do is just think about them, think about your ex all the time. And it's such a horrible thing that we go through. But the thing is, you guys, it happens and you can get over it, you guys. I'm telling you one thing. If I can get over my ex, which I thought I never, ever, ever was going to get over, now let me tell you something. You can get over your fucking ex. I guarantee you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys about some things you can do to deal with a breakup and to help you move on and also just become a stronger and better person. All right, you guys. First step is dealing with the pain. So right now you're going through like a really rough time. You probably feel like you have no confidence. You probably feel like lost, like you lost yourself, like you're just nothing without this other person. You guys, I get it. When you let yourself get so attached to somebody else and you allow yourself to get to that point, it's really hard to get out of that space. So you guys, right now, first steps first is to learn how to deal with the pain. You guys, it all starts by kind of understanding what's going on. So you kind of allowed yourself to just invest yourself, your everything into this one person, you guys. And here's the thing. We have to understand that that's not really a healthy way about going in a relationship. Society and music and movies have taught us to give your all to somebody else. That's what love is, like holding each other and being this codependent state, which is actually really toxic and unhealthy and really bad, you guys. I learned the hard way, trust me. I was there. But you, at the end of the day, like, you are all you have, okay? You came into this world alone. I'm not saying this from like a bad, lonely thing. It's actually a very empowering thing. You came into this world alone, and you're gonna fucking die alone. Somebody else is here to, even when you fall in love, that other person should compliment you. They shouldn't be the source of your happiness. You make yourself happy. Somebody else should add to your happiness. This other person does not complete you. You are complete on your own, okay? So let's just try to understand that first. I mean, you should be able to be fine with or without your ex, which is something that I had to learn as well. I thought that I was never going to be fine without my ex, but actually it wasn't until somebody told me you're going to be fine. You need to learn how to be fine with or without your ex. It was a very powerful statement to me, and I was like, you know what, you're right. I need to build my strength, get myself back up. It's up to me, nobody else. It's up to us, you guys, yourself, to build yourself back up. So that's the first step, is to build yourself back up. You guys, we got to learn how to love yourself. Right now you're at a really low point, and I know it's kind of hard to do this, and I know it may sound cheesy, but you guys, as soon as you start doing this, the sooner you're going to be able to crawl out of this depression hole that you're in. Build yourself back up. Like, learn how to love yourself, even though you have flaws that you may not like or characteristics that you don't like. The thing is, it's part of who you are. It's you. So you got to learn how to accept yourself, flaws and everything, and fucking love yourself for it, But here's the thing, like, you can say positive affirmations to build yourself back up. Positive affirmations are actually a very powerful tool. So powerful that you guys, we do it on a daily basis, but we probably don't use it the right way. I'll give you an example of how humans use it. And these are going to be negative. So for example, have you ever had a friend that says, oh, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm that. Those are affirmations that this person is telling themselves, and they're actually believing it, So that's how powerful these things are. These affirmations are actually really powerful. So what you need to do right now is give yourself some positive affirmations. Like, I fucking love myself. I'm a fucking badass, I'm strong, I'm independent. Just tell yourself these things, like repeat it to yourself on the daily, and this will slowly, your brain will start believing it, and you will start like slowly feeling better and better and better and empowered, you guys. And also learn how to accept yourself for who you are, like I was saying. Love yourself. Say shit like, even though I'm depressed and miserable right now, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. You know, you're going through a hard time and there's nothing wrong with that. It's not a bad thing. There's an experience that you're gonna grow and learn from, you guys. So just learn to accept it, understand it, and love yourself for it. You know, you guys, I know it sounds cheesy, but it's actually, like I said, it's a really powerful tool. Learn how to love yourself by accepting who you are, flaws and everything. You guys, you are you, you're all you have, and that's, your happiness comes from within, okay? You can't, how do you expect to love somebody else when you don't love yourself, you know? It's actually, it's kind of common sense, but we don't really realize it. So yeah, first things first, build yourself back up, and this will help you deal with the pain and learn how to love yourself and accept yourself, you guys, okay? All right, second step. We have to understand why our ex might be acting distant or cold towards us. You know, I know whenever I went through my breakup, I was trying to get my ex back like crazy, you guys. It was sad. I was so desperate. I was at such a low point. I seemed like a little bitch. Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing thinking about it. But you guys, like, I wanted to get my ex back so bad, and I was willing to do anything. And my ex would act so cold and distant, and you know, they wouldn't reply back to my texts or answer my phone calls, and I couldn't understand how somebody that loved me so much and I loved them so much could act like a complete stranger. It blew my mind. I didn't get it, you know? And I was just like, I couldn't make any sense of it. But then it wasn't until I realized, you guys, like, these people treat us this way because it's also hard on them. And you know, and whenever they act distant and they're trying to avoid you and not respond to your text, it's because they're trying to make it easier on themselves, which makes sense, you know, like they're trying to move on, they're trying to get over you. So if they're sitting here talking with you and answering your phone calls and your text messages, it's only making it hard on them. And that's what they're trying to avoid. You know, it's not that they don't love you. I mean, they would not have been with you if they didn't love you. It's just that they're trying to make it easier on themselves. So that kind of that usually explains why this person is acting distant, or sometimes exes just vanish and disappear. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? Like, we were so in love. These people just, it's like a coping mechanism. It helps them to not have to deal with the pain, you know? So that's why they'll give you the cold shoulder or just try to ignore you. And it makes it so hard on the person that's trying to get back with the ex because they're not giving you any feedback. But understand, it's not because they don't love you, it's because they're trying to help, they're trying to make it easier on themselves. Okay, so you gotta understand that. But also, you guys, another reason why your ex might be acting cold and distant is because you also have to understand that the breakup didn't just happen overnight. The breakup has been building up and building up and building up over time. So say, for example, somebody broke up with you, it's probably because they kind of been over it when it happened. They didn't just overnight be like, oh, okay, I'm done with you and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh my God, we were so in love. No, this person has already kind of been getting over the relationship for probably a few months. So it was building up and building up and building up until finally the breakup happened. So you might be wondering to yourself, man, like, I don't get it. Like, why is this person like, we were so in love? It's because it didn't happen overnight. Understand that it happened overnight. It's been building up. So this person has been over the relationship way before you have. It was easier for them to leave the relationship than to stay in it because it was just getting harder and harder and harder. So with time it developed, and that's why the breakup happened, and that's why they seem like they're just over it overnight. But when actually in reality, they've been probably over it for some time now. So make sure you understand that as well. Okay guys, third step to realize, kick your fucking ex off the pedestal. Like right now, you're not gonna move on with your life and you're not gonna get over your ex if you keep on living this fantasy that you guys had of like, oh my gosh, we were so in love, we were so perfect, and all this fucking bullshit. You guys, here's the thing, if you keep thinking about all the beautiful things and all the good memories that you guys had together, you're never gonna get over your ex. Like, you guys flat out being real here, you're not gonna get over your ex. You have to focus on the flaws. Third step is to focus on the flaws. Why didn't it work out? Why did you guys break up? Why were you miserable when you were in the relationship? Like, what was it? You need to focus on those things. Don't focus on how much you miss him and why you miss him and the memories you had whenever you were holding hands on the beach and going to these nice restaurants and all this crap. Yeah, like that was nice, you guys, and that was beautiful, but the relationship didn't work out for a reason. A few reasons, I'm sure. You guys gotta, it's like you gotta shift the focus. Stop, I mean, as human beings, we wanna focus on the good things, but like, focus on the flaws of the relationship, why it didn't work out. Consistently keep reminding yourself what happened, what was it about this person that you didn't like? Why did they break up with you? Why did you break up with them? They cheated on you, or they were complete assholes, or they didn't know how to show affection, or you didn't feel loved in the relationship, or this person didn't have a fucking car. You know, like just focus on all these bad things of why you were unhappy, why you guys were unhappy in this relationship and why it didn't work out on a constant basis. Keep reminding yourself of why it didn't work out. You know, you're gonna want to keep missing them and think of all the good things that you guys had, but you guys have to kick that ex off the fucking pedestal and focus on the flaws, you guys. Until you do that, if you keep on continuing thinking about the good, positive things, you're not gonna be able to move on. Focus on flaws, you guys. I'm telling you, it works. All right, fourth step, you guys cut off, and I mean all, communication with your ex, okay? When you're dealing with a breakup, you have to cut that person off out of your life. And it's hard, it's fucking hard because it almost feels like somebody fucking died. Like that's what makes it so hard about a breakup, is that you go from being so in love to having to cut them off in order to move on, you guys. And you have to cut your ex off from your life at least for a month, you guys. I know it's a hard thing. It's such a hard thing to do. So that's why I say cut each other off for a month, okay? Don't text them, don't call them. And I'm talking about social media too. Unfollow on Snapchat, Instagram, defriend them on Facebook. You guys, everything, okay? I know it sounds intense, but I'm telling you, until you do this, you're not going to be able to move on as well. Like I'm telling you, like you can't get over somebody if you're still keeping in contact with them, you guys. Like, and here's the thing, a lot of people try to be friends with their exes, but you guys, I'm telling you from personal experience and from experiences I've seen my friends go through, you can't be friends with your ex right now. Maybe eventually in the future, like later in the future when you're past all these emotions and feelings, but right now, you guys, I don't recommend for you guys to be friends. It's too hard. There's too many emotions there. And here's the thing, if you're gonna be friends with your ex and you're gonna be like wanting to get them back, like they're not gonna fucking miss you. You're gonna be right there. You know, you're gonna be a phone call away. You're like a little whipped puppy. You know, it's such a turnoff. So you need to give yourself time to just cut your ex out of your life. Unfollow on social media. Don't call them, don't text them, you guys. I know it's gonna be fucking hard, but you have to choose. Like, you have the choice. You have the power to do it. Okay, if you really want to get over your ex, even if you want to get your ex back, which I don't recommend, it's the best thing to do is to cut all communication with them. Okay, because it's gonna make them miss you. But anyways, that's not what I'm trying to promote here. I'm trying to help you to move on with your life, okay? Just try to stay away from your ex, you guys, at least for a month. See where you're at a month after everything is happening, okay? But I'm telling you, cut communication. It's a huge thing that will help you. It's common sense. And it's probably one of the most powerful things you can do to get over somebody is just out of sight, out of mind. Cut them out your life, okay? Cool. All right, you guys, the fifth step to how to deal with a breakup is to be aware of the fact that you're thinking about them, okay? You're gonna be thinking about them quite a bit at this point because you miss them, you know? You're wondering what they're doing. Everything you encounter reminds you of them. Every fucking song you hear on the radio, the movies you watch reminds you of them. You might drive by a restaurant. Like you guys, everything's gonna remind you of your ex at this point. So you have to kind of just like learn to catch yourself and just kind of tell yourself, you know what, this is only causing me pain right now. So don't beat yourself up for thinking about your ex, you guys. It's gonna happen, okay? It's fine. But just be more aware of it. And when you do start thinking about your ex, just catch yourself and be conscious about it and kind of remind yourself, you know what, like thinking about them is not helping me at all. It's actually causing me pain. It's making me want to cry and all this, you know, negative stuff. So just remind yourself of that thinking about them is causing you pain. It's not making you feel any better. It's not, thinking about them is not going to get them back. You know, it's actually kind of pointless and useless, and it's only causing you pain. And you don't want to cause yourself pain, you guys. So just kind of learn to be aware that you're thinking about your ex and just catch yourself. That's it. And be like, you know what? Like, okay, this isn't doing me any good. Let me focus on what I'm doing. I know there's different kinds of techniques. I know this one technique called the rubber band technique, where you wear a rubber band around your wrist, and whenever you go about your day and you start thinking about your ex, you literally just kind of like pull it and snap yourself, and it's kind of like a physical pain associated with your mental pain that you're causing yourself. And it's kind of like, you're like, oh, whoa, okay, like I was thinking about my ex, okay, maybe like you can think about it for another 60 seconds, but after that, stop. Focus on what you were doing, you guys. So this kind of helps you, this tool kind of helps you be more aware and conscious, because you have this rubber band on your wrist, and every single time you think about your ex, you're just pulling and snapping yourself, and it fucking hurts. So, I mean, don't hurt yourself, you know, but do it to the point where like, it kind of like, whoa, it's like a little wake-up call. So yeah, rubber band technique, look it up, it's an actual thing. So yeah, you guys, just be aware and conscious that thinking about your ex is only causing you pain. Nothing good is coming from it. All right, step number 6. You guys, by this point, I'm sure you guys, after lack of communication, because you're cutting this person out for right now and you're constantly thinking about it, I'm sure at this point you've thought about your ex so many times, and like all the situations that had happened and what you could have avoided, and you've examined the fucking relationship from every single angle you possibly can, okay? So at this point, you guys, I'm sure there's lessons that you've learned. Step number 6 is to look at this experience in this relationship and kind of ask yourself, what have I learned? Like, what have I learned about myself? What have I learned about this experience? Like, this is something that has changed your life, you guys, you know? Like, I learned a shit ton of lessons after my breakup. After my breakup, I went on this journey of self-help and self-development, and I started reading books on relationships, reading books on breakups, and I learned so much. Like, you guys, you don't understand, my life was drastically changed after my breakup for the better. I'm such a stronger, much better, happier person because of that experience, you guys. So I'm telling you, you may be suffering right now and going through it, and I feel for you. But you are, from the lessons that you learn from this experience, you guys, you will end up such a stronger, wiser, better person. So step number 6, what have you learned from this experience? What have you learned about yourself? What have you learned about what you're willing to put up with in a relationship? You know, what have you learned with what you need to work on? You know, I know a bunch of us always tend to blame our ex for everything, and we just like, oh, this motherfucker did this and this piece of shit did that. You know, like, it's easy to go and blame your ex for everything, but the thing is, you guys, the reality of the situation, it takes 2 to tango, okay? So you were also a part of the relationship. What is it about yourself that you learned about that you can either work on or kind of be a better person? And this will help you in, I know you don't want to hear this right now, but it will help you in your next relationship, okay? Because you sit here and you just continue to blame your ex for everything and just say that you're perfect and it's all their fault, you will continue to carry these problems to the next relationship. So you have to kind of like re-examine yourself, you know, and just kind of realize, what have you learned about yourself and what can you change and work on to better yourself, okay? And that's it. It's only to better yourself. All right, seventh step. You guys getting closure. Closure is such a hard thing because I know most of us want to get closure from our ex, and it's hard because you're not supposed to be communicating with them, and sometimes you can't. They're ignoring the shit out of you, so you can't even get closure. So you have this just all these questions that you want to get answered in order to move on. Here's the thing, guys. You have to give yourself closure, okay? Like, just give yourself closure. And there's a lot of ways to do this. Really, the main one there is to write a letter to your ex. Don't send it, because you're going to break the no communication thing that you promised to yourself. Write a letter to your ex without sending him, and just spill everything out, everything you need to say, all the shit that you need to say. Just fucking write it all down as much as you want, and in a letter format, and just express everything out that you have to get out that's left unsaid. Just get it out. Journal it. Journaling is a very powerful tool. It's a very powerful tool that a lot of us don't do. But I'm telling you guys, it helps a lot. It's helped people deal with so many types of things. So just get it all out on paper. Just get it all out. Type it if you have to. Write it, and just write this letter, getting all this stuff out, all these questions that are left unsaid, and just put it on paper and journal it, and get it all out of yourself. Give yourself closure. This helps a lot of people when they do this. All right, step number 8, you guys. Forgiveness. The hard one. Yes, forgiveness. You guys, really the thing is, it's not only about forgiving your ex, but it's about forgiving yourself. Oh man, oh my gosh. I was so hard on myself after my breakup. I blamed everything on me. I was like, it's all my fault. Like, I fucking ruined the relationship. I was the reason why it didn't work out. Like, you guys, I blamed myself so badly. It was sad. But the thing is, I had to learn how to forgive myself, because the thing is, I didn't know any better. I mean, this past relationship I was in, I did not know what I know now. And I really didn't know how to go about being in a relationship. I didn't know what a healthy relationship was. So I was sitting here blaming myself whenever I was like, you know what, Adam, like, you didn't know any better. Like, it's not your fault. You learned, you learned from this experience. So I learned to forgive myself, I stopped blaming myself for everything that happened in the relationship, And also, I also learned how to forgive my ex for all the things that he did. Everything he did that I didn't like, I was able to just kind of learn to forgive him. If you're sitting here holding hate for somebody, that's actually only causing you pain at the end of the day. This person can be out living their own fucking life, already happy, and you're here like hating them. That you're still invested and hurting yourself. So when you learn how to forgive somebody, it's almost like you set yourself free. So it's really important to learn not only forgive them, but also learn to forgive yourself, you guys. All right, you guys, last step. So everything that you've been doing, you guys, I hope it's been helping you. At this point, you guys, it's kind of like gonna be a new chapter of your life. I know it sounds scary, but you had this crazy experience that you just went through. I'm hoping that you've learned a lot of things from this experience, from everything I've been sharing with you. I don't know what else you guys have been looking at, but it's just almost like starting a new, fresh chapter of your life, you guys. Be excited about it. You just got out of a relationship that was toxic, that was horrible, that wasn't benefiting you in any way. Like you should be excited that you're moving on with your life and that you're about to meet who knows who. I know you at this point you probably don't want to meet anybody else, but eventually you will, and you'll be excited about it, you guys. I'm telling you, like, I thought I was never going to get over my ex, you guys, and I'm totally fine right now. Like, I'm so happy. I never thought this day would ever come, and it just blows my mind. It feels fucking great, you guys. So this new chapter in your life, it's literally everything you just dealt with and went through with your ex. Like, it's just literally a chapter of your life that you're turning the page and starting a new chapter. So look back at what you've learned. Look back at everything that's happened, how you've changed, how you've become a better person because of the experience, and be excited about applying everything new that you've learned in your life, you guys. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope that you get a lot out of it. I learned a bunch of this stuff from when I was going through my breakup. I found this guy named Kevin. He's known as a breakup doctor, and his program taught me so much, you guys. Literally, like, seriously changed my life. I'm living such a better, healthier life and such an empowered life now. And I definitely want to share the program with you guys. If you still want to do more research and kind of get more help, definitely check him out. He's called Kevin, the Breakup Doctor. I'm going to provide a link below for you guys to go and look at the program. And if you're interested in purchasing the program, I definitely recommend it. This guy knows his shit. He knows what he's talking about, you guys. He's fucking awesome. I'm telling you, I benefited a lot from it. Changed my life, and I want to share it with you guys. So definitely click on the link below. Check him out. And yeah, you guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, you guys. If you guys know somebody that's going through a rough time or have a friend that's dealing with a breakup, definitely share this video with them. A lot of people don't know how to deal with a breakup. I know I didn't. So definitely share this video with them, you guys. Yes, thank you so much for watching. You guys, I'm here, you guys. I love sharing what I've learned through my experiences, you guys, and I have more videos to come. Keep a lookout.